Hey guys, it's Adrian. So I finally finished making the tutorial for my first cardigan that I designed all on my own. So originally I designed this pattern using Stinley yarn. It's a Stinley yarn called Muffin. And I'll put a picture of the original cardigan somewheres up in here. Now the one that I made for the tutorial, I used a different yarn, but it is also a weight one, and for that one I used 2 hanks of the Yarn Bee hand dyed authentic, and I believe it was natural slate is the color. I'm not sure of the yardage on those. I want to say they are 420 yards, I think, and I used 2 hanks to make the size small Cocoon cardigan. Now this cardigan, it's a Cocoon cardigan, but it is designed to be open. It's not designed to, be pulled closed. It's a very light cardigan. Maybe for like early spring, even mid-spring, depending on where you live at, or right around that time where it starts to get cold, but right about the time that you start layering, because sometimes you're hot and sometimes you're cold. And so yeah, I really hope you guys enjoy this tutorial. It's the first pattern that I have designed myself. This is my first big or lengthy pattern, because I think actually the first tutorial I uploaded was just for a little preemie baby beanie that I make for donation purposes, and I'll put a link up here if y'all want to check out that tutorial. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. Let me know how you think I can better my tutorial videos, so that future ones will be better for y'all. Thanks so much for watching, and I will catch up with you guys in my next video. Alright guys, so for this tutorial, hold on, let me back this up a little bit. For this tutorial, you're going to need a weight 1 or 2 yarn. This is the yarn that I'm using. It is Yarn Bee Authentic Hand Dyed Tonal in Natural Slate. This one I've already wound into a ball. It is a superfine weight 1. Here's what it looks like, all hanked up, and then of course that's the tag. And you're gonna need a 5mm crochet hook. Mine's a little bit worn. It is a Knitter's Pride Waves hook. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to start off with a slip knot. Now, this pattern is available in my Etsy shop. The written pattern has 3 sizes available today. I'm only going to be doing the small. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to chain 135. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and I will meet back up with you guys once I have that all chained up. Okay, so I've got my chain of 135. These colors are playing out real pretty already, like anyways, so to start row 1, you are going to double crochet in the 3rd chain from your hook, just like that. And then you're just going to double crochet all the way across, 1 double crochet in each chain. And it should be a total of 133 double crochets. My chain's a little bit twisted here. I don't know what's going on with that. I will meet back up with you guys when I get to the end of row 1 so that we can start row 2. Okay, so I've reached the end of row 1. I'm just gonna put these last 2 stitches in there. And to start row 2, you're going to chain 2 and then just turn your work. And then you're going to double crochet right here in this very first stitch right here. And you're just going to double crochet all the way across like you did for row 1. And row 3 is just a repeat of row 2. So I will meet back up with you guys as soon as I get to the end of row 3. Alright, so I'm back and I'm at the end of row 3. Just gonna get these last 2 stitches in there. Okay, so for row 4, you're going to chain up 2 and turn your work. And then you're going to double crochet in the first 3 stitches. So that's 1, turn my yarn bowl around here, 2, 3. Okay. Actually, I'm just going to move this yarn bowl because it's kind of getting in my way. So we're going to chain 2 and then skip 2. And then we're going to double crochet in the next 3 stitches. And we're going to repeat this all the way across. Chain 2, skip 2, double crochet in the next 3 stitches. And when you get to the end of this row, you should end with 3 double crochets. The last 3 stitches will be 3 double crochet. And then row 5 is just going to be a repeat of row 4. So I will meet back up with you guys when I get to the end of row 5. Alright, so I'm back, and actually I just finished row 5, and that's what mine is starting to look like. I don't know if any of y'all have worked with this particular yarn before. I haven't. This is the first time I've used it. It's very soft, very pretty. It's coming out very pretty. I have noticed though that I have to take my time with it because it is splitting a little bit if I get to going too fast. So anyways, to start, rows 6, 7, and 8 are all just double crochet all the way across. So you're gonna chain 2, turn your work, double crochet right there in that very first stitch, I'm hoping I'm staying in frame. Okay, and when you get to your chain 2 space, you're just going to put 2 double crochets right there in the chain space. And you're going to do that all the way across. So you got 3 stitches, or 3 double crochet in double crochets from the previous rounds. And then 2 double crochet in the chain 2 space. And when you get all the way across, rows 7 and 8 will just be regular old double crochet just all the way across. And your stitch count throughout all of this is going to stay 133 stitches. So I will meet back up with you guys when I get to the end of row 8. Okay, so I'm at the end of row 8. Let me just put these last 2 stitches in here. Maybe adjust this camera a little bit. So rows 9, 10, and 11 are all repeats, and you're gonna chain up 2, turn your work, and double crochet in the very first 3 stitches. My little safety pin I use for a stitch marker. And then just like before, you're going to chain 2 and skip 2, and then double crochet in the next 3 stitches. And then chain 2, skip 2, double crochet in the next 3 stitches. And you're going to do that all the way across for rows 9, 10, and 11. And I will meet back up with you guys once I get to the end of row 11. Alright, I am back and getting ready to start round 12. Now, round 12 is just a repeat of row 6. Let me get these last 2 stitches in row 11. So to start round 12, you're going to chain up 2 and then turn your work. Look how pretty that's turning out, guys. Chain up 2 and then double crochet in the first 3 stitches. Now, in these 2 chain, or in this chain 2 space, you're just going to put 2 double crochet. And then 1 double crochet in each of the next 3 stitches. I think I need a bigger table, y'all, to do my tutorials on, because this is just everywhere. So yeah, 1 double crochet in the next stitch, 1 in the next stitch, and then 2 double crochet in your chain 2 space. And you're gonna go all the way across the, just doing that, it's just a double crochets. Row 12, just double crochets all the way across, just like you did for row 6. And then when you get to the end of row 12, you're going to do double crochets for rows 13 and 14. Just like you did in these rows, just 6, 7, and 8, same thing. And I will meet back up with y'all when I get to the end of row 14. Alright, so I'm at the end of row 14. Of course, I'll put these last 2 stitches in there. So rows 15, 16, and 17 are just going to be another set of repeats. They're going to look just like these. So you're going to chain up 2, turn your work, and double crochet into those first 3 stitches. Just like that. And then you're going to chain 2, skip 2, and double crochet into the next 3 stitches. So that's all there is to it for rows 15, 16, and 17. And actually, this is the entire repeat. I will go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and show y'all this one more time. I'm sure y'all already have it though. Chain 2, skip 2, and then double crochet in the next 3 stitches. And you're just going to repeat that all the way across for rows 15, 16, and 17. I will meet back up with you guys after I get towards the end of row 17, which is where we will start repeating portions of the pattern. Alright, so here I am at the end of row 17, and this is what it's looking like. So row 18 through 26 is actually just a repeat of rows 9 through 17. So you're going to chain 2 and turn your work, double crochet in the next 3 stitches. Let me finish turning my work here. So if you count, let's see if you can, I don't know if you can see all of it. If you count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So you're going to repeat 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, and 17. And you're just going to repeat it the one time. And that is what you do for rows 18 through 26. Hello, Kiwi. And then you're gonna, so for row 18, you're like I said, you're just gonna repeat row 9, which is also the same as this row right here. So you're gonna chain 2, and then single crochet, or excuse me, double crochet into the double crochets right here. You know, Kiwi, you make doing tutorial videos difficult. You do. I can't tell if y'all can see that. I've got a bird on my arm. I'm sorry, guys. So, chain 2, skip your chain 2 space, and then double crochet in the next stitch. Now, if you For rows 18 through 26, go ahead and rewind the video if you need to see how to do rows 9 through 17, and I will meet back up with you guys once I get to the end of row 26. At that point, we'll be repeating a different portion of the pattern. Okay, so I'm back. I have just finished rows 26, or finished row 26. This is what it's starting to look like. It's getting a little big. It's hard to fit in the frame. I don't know how well y'all can see that. So rows 27 through 43 are just a repeat of rows 1 through 17. So for those of you that need to, go ahead and rewind the video, and you're just going to repeat rows 1 through 17, and I will meet back up with y'all as soon as I complete round 43. Okay, so I'm back, and I have completed row 43, and I've actually just started row 44. This is what it looks like. You can see, you know, there's a set of 6 holes here, and then a set of 3, and then a set of 2. And this right here starts the repeat. That's all one set, and then this is the second set, the second repeat, I guess you could say. So this piece is actually nearly finished. So for rows 44 through 52, you are going to repeat rows 9 through 17. And then after that, for rows 53 through 60, you're going to repeat rows 1 through 8. Now, I had to add a second hank of yarn. I'm on my second hank of yarn now. So I will meet back up with y'all when I get to the end of row 60, and then we'll be fastening off, and we'll get ready to do the sleeves. Okay, so I have finished off row 60, and then I've also gone ahead and fastened off my yarn. Is it that side? Might be the other side. Anyways, so the next thing you're going to do is you're going to fold your piece in half. So here's my fold, and you're going to fold it in half, sort of, I guess you would say, I guess you'd call it vertically. Or maybe it's, no, it would be horizontally. Yeah, it would be horizontally because you want your fold that way. And so on this side, I've already finished sewing this side. But this side, what you're going to do is, let me adjust this camera. Once you've folded it, you're going to count up 19 rows on both sides. You're going to count 19 rows along your edge and along this edge here. And then you're going to place a stitch marker in the 20th row so that you can reattach your yarn which I'm going to do here on camera. So you're going to reattach your yarn, and I like to go through these holes right here. You're going to try to line it up, and you're just going to slip stitch. These sides together from all the way down your 19 rows. You're going to slip stitch. Just be sure to make sure that they stay lined up, otherwise you'll end up with some wonky stuff going on. And if you want to stitch marker, place stitch markers, down the row to help keep it lined up, that's okay too. I just usually do the one. And that is how we are going to get our sleeves. I will meet back up with you once I have finished slip stitching all the way down the row, and then we will go over how to do the sleeve edging. Alright, so to start your sleeve edging, first you're going to turn your work inside right, or right side out, so that your seam is on the inside. And then, let's see if I can get it to work the way I want it to. So here's your sleeve hole, and you need to get 44 stitches around this hole, or around the sleeve. Your stitch count is going to have to be 44. So to do that, what I did was I just picked, a row, I'll go with this one here, to reattach my yarn in. You can do it closer to the seam if you want. You can either slip stitch to reattach, or you can just do a standing single crochet, which is what I'm doing. And you're going to put 2 single crochet into the side of this double crochet here. And you're going to try to do it as evenly as possible, but you're just going to go around the entire hole and put 2 single crochet into each double crochet until you have a total of 44, or at the very least a multiple of 4. So you're going to want to either have 44, 40, 48, something of that nature, so that the stitches in the next round play out right. And then when you get to the end of the round, you're just going to slip stitch into the first single crochet that you made. And that is it for actually the first, that's actually it for the first round of the sleeve edging. And I will meet back up with you guys as soon as I start round 2. Okay, so for round 2 of your sleeve edging, you're going to chain up 2 and then double crochet into the same stitch. Also, by the way, for those that are wondering, my sleeve hole actually ended up with 48 instead of 44, which is fine. It just has to be a multiple of 4. So anyways, you're going to double crochet in the same stitch that you slip stitched previously in, and then you're going to double crochet in the next stitch as well, chain 2, skip 2 stitches, and double crochet in the next 2 stitches. And you're just going to do that, you're just going to repeat that all the way around. Chain 2, skip 2 stitches, double crochet into the next 2 stitches. And it goes pretty quick because, you know, of the way the stitches are. It goes pretty quick. You're only putting stitches into half of the stitches of the previous round, so it goes pretty quick. I really need a larger work table. So when you get towards the end of round 2, you're gonna have 2 stitches left with nothing in them. And when you get down there, you're gonna chain 2 and then slip stitch into your very first double crochet. I know I'm getting a little ahead of myself here. So you can see I still have these 2 stitches, and you're just gonna chain 2 and then slip stitch right here into this very first double crochet right there. Now for round 3, you're just going to chain up 1 and then single crochet into that same stitch, and then you're going to single crochet into the next stitch. For each chain space that you come to, you're going to put 2 single crochets. And you're going to do that all the way around. And when you get to the end of the round, you're just going to join the round with a slip stitch into the first single crochet. And I will meet back up with you guys when I've done that. When you finish this round, you're going to fasten off as well. And then we're going to move on to the edging for the body of the cardigan. Okay, so real quick, to do the edging of the cardigan, you're gonna attach your yarn. I usually did, I did mine at the seam, but you're gonna reattach your yarn along the edge of your cardigan, and then you can either slip stitch and chain up one, or you can just do a standing single crochet. And you're going to go all the way around the entire cardigan, just putting one single crochet into every stitch. If you come across these little tails, if you want to, you can single crochet over the top of them. I usually just do, maybe 3 or 4 stitches over the top of them, and then I will go back and weave those in later so that they're in there a little more securely. But once you've gone all the way around the cardigan with single crochets, you're done. You're just gonna slip stitch into your first single crochet and then fasten off, and then, well, you're gonna have to go through and weave in all of your ends. There should be quite a few on the inside, but after that you're finished. Just like that. Single crochet all the way across, all the way around. And then on the other side. So that's how you make the muffin cocoon cardigan. Thanks for watching. I hope you guys get a chance to make it, and I hope you guys really enjoyed my first tutorial. It's really the first big tutorial I've done, so let me know in the comments below what you guys think, and yeah, I will see you guys in my next video.